Welcome to the Depth channel. This space isn't for forecasts or fortune, it's for transmissions. The message that opened today is passion, with manifest the new and see what's real. And at its root, we have success, with just go with it. This energy feels like a lifeblood surge before creation takes form. Passion here isn't lust or drive. It's the animating principle that reminds you you're alive. It asks what's worth your full vitality. What are you done half living for? This is an all-in energy. Manifesting the new says embrace change and envision your desires, allowing the universe to align with your intentions. This feels like ignition meets intention. Energy and vision create a new timeline to birth. And then see what's real says observe with clarity. True insight lies beyond the surface. This feels like reading between the lines of something. It's almost like doing something with passion and creativity and flow, but yet it's very symbolic in some way. And this is coming here to clear channeling rather than impulsive chasing. Together, these say to move forward, but with eyes open. You see the way she's very much eye open looking towards this passion card. Passion becomes sacred when it's paired with lucidity here. And it being able to just go with the flow is what brings this success. Now, success isn't guaranteed here, but it's a state of movement. It's a sacral expansion that follows root activation. And this invites you to really live in an energy of flexibility, because spirit may reroute you mid-stride. So trust the red-orange current, the action and then adjustment. You're being retuned from stagnation to momentum. And the key is to let the desire move you, but not let fantasy blind you in this. The message in the depth channeling today is about awakening creative fire. With clear sight, though. The universe is asking you to trust your instincts, asking you to act boldly, and to let movement teach you what's real. So take a breath, ground into your bones. Let's begin the transmission. What is the living current speaking right now? The current wants to move through this reading. Nine of Pentacles reverse and Ace of Wands, both in reverse. Three of Pentacles reverse and Death beneath that. The living current speaking right now is telling me that your passion is real, but it's been trapped inside a structure that can't hold the next frequency. The reversal of both the material and the creative signals that you've outgrown your own design. I'm hearing work methods, alliances, even your self-image. These once proved your worth, but now they actually drain it. This is creative death and rebirth. Oh, I'm hearing, nope, death and rebuilding, okay. Success that's redefined not by control, but by surrender to the next evolution of your craft. What not lies beneath this current? Four of Swords. The Empress in reverse. And Judgment. Six of Swords beneath that. Ten of Swords. The Lovers. Temperance. And the World. Two of Cups, Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, Star. What you need to face, what you're about to face, is a sacred pause before rebirth. Healing the creative mother within so you can answer a higher call. We have rest and depletion, but then renewal of creative flow through surrender. It's the soul's way of stripping noise until only truth answers. You're being guided to rest, to stop rescuing and to let the false fertility die. When you do, the Empress rebirths, the true Empress rebirths. Not as a caretaker, but as a creatrix of worlds aligned with her own pulse. The bottom of the deck here, Six of Swords, Ten of Swords, the Lovers, Temperance, the World. It's reading to me like a phoenix path. You move through mental recovery. You face ego death. You make a conscious, aligned choice. You blend shadow and light, and then emerge whole. And that inner trumpet calls you out of this burnout and back into soul service. So what is the higher truth or illumination here? What does Spirit want them to know on the other side of this understanding? These two want to come together. King of Pentacles reversed and Two of Pentacles. Two of Wands reversed and the Knight of Wands on the bottom. Spirit is teaching you, reteaching you how to move with energy instead of managing it. There's imbalance in mastery with these two. You have material control and shifting priorities. You have a rigid authority, but you have adaptability. And then you have your comfort zone, but you have chaos. The old definitions of success or structure or self-worth have become your cages, and the Two of Pentacles is the dance of adjustment. The universe is testing whether you can stay centered in motion. There's a bit of tension here in the root of this understanding and the root of this realignment to come between planning and passion. But the Knight reignites motion where the King is stagnated. It's not empire building like with the King. It's learning to ride the change like a current. The divine is revealing that your next phase of power won't come from perfecting systems or from holding it all together. It comes from trusting the improvisation, moving with intuitive timing instead of like rigid schedules. When you stop performing stability, genuine momentum returns. There's this surrendering of the need to control outcomes. And you're being taught that balance lives inside the dance, not the plan. Interesting that these two came back again. So we have Knight of Pentacles, Strength, Queen of Wands, Two of Wands on the bottom. The world is in reverse and the Six of Swords is here, representing how this truth can be grounded or ritualized in daily life. How do you integrate this? I just heard you're still crossing the threshold. Closure isn't the finish line. It's the rite of passage. There's a gradual release of an old identity here with the world in reverse. Some form of an unfinished chapter meets sacred transition. You're leaving behind what can't evolve with you, but the psyche lags behind the spirit. The reversal of the world shows that your rebirth is mid-transit. Some part of you is still gripping what's already sinking. And the Six of Swords is ferrying you onward anyway, whispering the crossing is the integration. In this sequence, I'm hearing the spell's blueprint. You have consistent effort, quiet power, self-trust in your fire, and a willingness to plan forward again. The spell of integration asks you to walk and not to run. You're being remade in increments. So each small, deliberate step is grounding the last transformation behind you. True mastery now lies in patience and embodied fire, devotion over drama and rhythm over rush. So for the embodiment practice, every night for 7 days, light a small candle and say out loud, I bless the unfinished. Sit with the candle until the flame steadies. Mirror your breath to its flicker. And for a physical anchor, if you have an altar or just a special place that's just yours, it could be something as simple as like a ledge, right? A bookshelf or your fireplace mantle even. Place a stone or a coin on your altar to represent the journey across the water. Move it an inch closer each day. This integration will teach you that transition is triumph. Don't wait to feel done. The magic is happening mid-crossing, so your power returns through steady movement, trust, and quiet creative fire. Okay, I'm being told to explain more on this, on the ritual of the stone or the coin. So if this was your altar, there's tabletop here, at one end of your altar, it will represent your passage across the water. So mark one end, the starting shore, and at the opposite end, place a symbol of your new horizon. So perhaps a candle or a feather or a crystal or an image that embodies where you're headed. And then each day you'll move the stone an inch closer to that horizon symbol. When it reaches the far side, your crossing is complete. So burn your candle or thank your guides that carried you. And either bury or carry the stone as a talisman of safe passage. I'm being told to pull an angel number oracle for closing this out as the unseen hand of spirit. What's happening beneath it all that they can't see yet. 1616, readjustments. With 0303 taking chances, very much tying us back to the opening of the transmission. Readjustment says that your self-control is strong enough to set things right. A new romantic or platonic friendship is on the horizon, along with the opportunity to reconnect and start anew with someone from your past. Trust that everything will fall into place as you embrace those positive changes. 0303 taking chances says take a minute to observe the people around you. This is a gentle reminder to stay cautious and alert to prevent any future issues. Prioritize clear communication and maintain healthy boundaries to ensure your well-being. Behind the scenes, the unseen hand is restoring equilibrium between love and freedom. It's aligning your connections and creative callings to match the new vibration that you've been anchoring. You don't need to chase, you simply keep your field clear and your heart receptive. Spirit is quietly rearranging the pieces of your life for reunion, for renewal, and restored balance. So the lesson is to stay open but anchored, because love is returning in a form that can finally last. And that's where I'll leave it for now. If this message moved through you, leave a comment to anchor it, hit the like button. This was the Depth Channel transmission. Until next time, stay close to what's real.